What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the draft to glory. In the last two episodes we haven't won the draft, which is quite disappointing. So a lot of pressure on me right now to pick up a win, and I think I'm going to go with the 4-2-2 holding. Not the most insane formation, but not the worst either. If you guys could drop a thumbs up on the video, it would be very much appreciated. Show some love on this video guys, let's try and get over 5k likes, that'd be amazing. You're watching this on Wednesday. We're going to have another draft tomorrow on Thursday, and then Friday is Team of the Season. So we'll have some Team of the Season stuff on Friday, but then drafts for Team of the Season will be coming thick and fast. And man, am I excited. So we're going to pick Luis Suarez to start up front. Let's get ourselves a nice... never mind. Yeah, this is... It's really given me 3 Liga MX strikers. And you know what? I'm going to take one. I'm going to take every Liga MX player to show you guys why it's stupid that they should give you these in the first place. Because you can't build a team of Liga MX players. I'm actually going to take Marlos here. I know Elzar gets a link to Luis Suarez. I'm going to take Marlos because we'll probably play him on the bench. It'll be a good super sub. But yeah, they need to change, in my personal opinion, how this all sets up. Am I really going to go for a fourth different league? No Liga MX players there. We'll take Pjanic. He might be another one that we play from the bench. But this team is really... Oh my god. I mean, what can you... Sometimes it's not... What have we got? Wow, we don't have any links here at all. Let's take the Premier League player. Just because it's Premier League. This is going to be a tough draft here. I guess Gomez would be the ideal pick here. We'll pop him in. Good card anyway, and he'll obviously get soft link into Pjanic, giving Gomez 7 chem. I guess we go Calcio A. I mean, I guess we don't go Calcio A because we can't go Calcio A. I'm going to take Holebas. Ooh, Holebas or Ziegler. Both could be useful because... Obviously, Manolas from Calcio A will link to Holebas, but then De Free from Calcio A will link to Ziegler. So I'm gonna take Ziegler. I feel like we've got a better chance to get De Free. I see him a lot more in draft. We could take the Spanish, or we could take Otamendi. What's Otamendi's reactions? 80 reactions for Otamendi, and Martinez has 75. I know Martinez is quite a bit faster. I'm going to take Otamendi. Better defending, better physical, and better reactions. We'll take him. We'll throw him in there. This team is an absolute mess. No two ways about it. It is an absolute mess. Oh! Now this is interesting because we could take the 3, like I was suggesting. He gets the link to Ziegler, but we've already got a link with Otamendi. Or we could take Vincent Kompany, who gets the strong link to Otamendi. And is a good card. A really good card. That's actually quite disappointing. I'm going to take Vincent Kompany. I'm going to go for the Premier League theme here. And then in at right back, Antonio Valencia, absolutely perfect. Gets us full chem all around. And then in goal, I mean, there you go. All the Man City boys in the middle of the park there, the defence and the goalkeeper. So I guess we're going to gear towards a more Premier League-based theme. And so off the back of that, Riyad Mahrez is definitely someone that we can take on board. Gives us another 9 chem boost. And if we get, I need like a Paul Pogba style player as well. Ooh. So shame Isco's a cam because he doesn't fit in that CDM role. I will take Mbappe though. Mbappe is a good super sub. The man of the match, the brand new man of the match, Mbappe. It's a good card. I've seen better, but that is a good card. So that's that would be nice. Nice to sit on the bench there. Ooh, yes, Dries Mertens. Let's go. Let's pop him up there. A nice, huge 6 chem boost. Mertens, Gomez, and Pjanic now all on 7 chemistry. The only player we need to either get links to or swap out is Luis Suarez. And then we're in a good spot. You know, I wouldn't mind a better centre mid as well for that Silva Newcastle player. But outside of that, Fabinho I'm not interested in. Thomas Muller's a good card. I'm going to take that Neymar again. Just because good player. Like, we've got 3 absolutely insane subs now. Neymar, Mbappe and Marlos. And if we can get a Cavani, maybe I'll play a couple of the boys. Oh, that's nice. I mean, Kyle Walker would be a great choice. Because another Man City player. But although Gundogan is a Man City player too, Gundogan just works so much better simply off the face of the fact that he is just a much, much, much better card than Merino there. So that's pretty decent. We basically now need a good Premier League goalkeeper. Ooh, perfect David De Gea. We're going to take out Edison. We're going to throw David De Gea in there. That's fantastic. I basically need a striker from the Premier League. And then we're golden. Mina, I'm not interested in. Juan Fran, I'm not interested in. Lichtsteiner, I'm not interested in either. So we'll take... Lichtsteiner wouldn't be a bad shout, except for the fact Ziegler... I'm going to take Lichtsteiner just in case we get a Calcio A centre-back to go in here. And we did. Okay. Now that's a bit more interesting, because we can take Manolas... Oh, we didn't take Holebas. That's quite disappointing. Could take Azpilicueta. He's a good card. I could play him at centre back actually. Yeah, I'm going to take Azpilicueta. We're going to gear towards a full Premier League squad, I think. So Anthony. Oh, Paul. Oh God, this is tough. Paul Pogba is great. Yeah. No, if we gear towards a full Premier League squad, I might not be able to get the midfielders out. See, if we're going to go for full Premier League, we're going to need to take Anthony Martial. Or we could take Matuidi, but Pjanic is already a good card. I'm going to take Paul Pogba. We're going to throw Paul Pogba in instead of Gundogan. Oh wow, we actually get a massive chem boost there. Oh, because they already get the 7 chem no matter what. That's pretty decent actually. Yeah, that's not bad. So Pjanic can come out. Azpilicueta. I kind of want to start Azpilicueta. I might start him at left back instead of Ziegler. In the next spot, we get Quincy Promes. Ooh, that's actually a good shout. We could take Promes, we could play him at left mid, on chem, give Ziegler perfect chem, and then just need to replace the 2 strikers. So I'm going to take him for the time being. Maybe we don't start him, maybe we do start him. It depends on the attackers here. Yeah, I mean, Coutinho's a good shout, isn't he? And then that last pick is what it's going to come down to. Could have taken Lamar there as well. He might have worked. I mean, we get nothing decent out of that. All right, so let's see what we get for putting Coutinho in. We actually lose chem with Coutinho. We lose chem by swapping those around as well. Sadly, Luis Suarez is off chem. Now, I can get a little bit of bonus chem by starting Coutinho up top. I'm not interested in doing that. And this remains 4 on chem. It's the strikers that are causing me a problem. Fancy that. I'm not going to start Promes. I'm going to start Gomez because I want the link to what's his face, to Dries Mertens. And then I'm probably going to have to bring on Neymar and Marlos quite early. This is like I know I said at the start of the video there that I will need a victory, right? I'll need a win in this draft, or at least I want to get to like the final. This team isn't good enough unless I get super lucky with the opponents I come up against. If I come up against someone who's good with a great team or who's just very good, I'll struggle a lot. And the reason why I'll struggle a lot is because I've got 2 slow centre-backs. Although they're good defensively, I have 2 slow centre-backs. Ziegler is just not the best. And then I've just got, although everybody's on a minimum of 6 chemistry except for Suarez, it's not great for chemistry. So the beauty is we can bring on Mbappe for Mahrez. We can bring on Neymar for Gomez. And then we can actually bring on Azpilicueta for either Ziegler or one of the centre-backs, depending on what we want to do. But outside of that, it's going to be tough. Hopefully a Premier League manager shows up. No, so Liga Santander takes us to 88. I probably would want the Liga Santander manager just to get Suarez up to 5 chemistry. And we didn't really have any other choices either. So that is going to be the squad there, guys. 88 chemistry, 88 rated. Let's see if today is going to be win number 56. I will be honest, I don't see it happening. I'm going to give it my best shot though, guys. That's the team. Let's get into the action. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 4-3-3 team. Some really nice players in there, 88 rated, 95 chemistry. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous going into these games. You know, I've mentioned it probably far too many times at this point, but at the start of Draft to Glory, right back at the start of FIFA 18, We went through about probably our first 30 to 40 drafts, only winning maybe 6 or 7 of them, but getting to the final in most of them. You know, we kept getting to the final and choking, and we'd win the odd one on an occasion. Then something changed, the way I played changed, maybe the way I drafted changed, and I ended up going on like a 35 to 40 draft streak of victories in like 42 to 43 drafts. And it made my record look insane, my drafts look insane. And then over the last sort of like 2 or 3 weeks again, I've like really just dropped the ball again. And although I'm still winning far more than I did at the start of Draft the Glory, I'm not winning as much as I did in that middle chunk. And I always feel like as a content creator, obviously I take pride in the content that I create. And when I don't win the draft, I absolutely feel like I let you guys down. Or maybe even if I just don't get to the final. If I lose in the semi-final or the second round or the first round, I genuinely feel like I let you guys down. And it's very difficult to do that. So in the last 2 episodes, when we lost in the second round and in the semi-final, I in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, man, I so badly need to win the next draft. Like, there's so much pressure, and as you guys probably well know, I play really poorly under pressure. So this was a really, really important draft for me, and the team isn't the greatest. The formation is quite nice. I do like the 4-4-2 holding, but the team isn't the greatest, and we had to make the best out of a bad situation with the draft. But we got a very nice, easy 6-0 win, and one thing that was noticeable in this draft was that every time I subbed Neymar on, he was a game changer. Sorry to quote Spencer there, but he genuinely was a game changer. Neymar coming on, as you can see there, he's up at left striker. He scored I think he scored a couple of goals in this draft. Maybe 2 goals, maybe 1 goal. He definitely got in on the goal scoring action. But what happened is that he was actually pivotal, and I mean pivotal, in the whole draft. So we got 1 goal and 1 assist in game number 1 on as a sub. And obviously that's not huge, but 1 goal, 1 assist is quite nice. And what I want to do, guys, is just keep track of how insane he was and how crazy his contributions to this draft were, because you're going to notice him popping up over and over again. So 1 goal, 1 assist in game 1 in a nice big 6-0 win. In game 2, 83 came 88 rated. I do get the first goal in this game. Luis Suarez down the right-hand side eventually breaks into the box with a nice little bit of just left stick dribbling, and then Gundogan is the goal scorer. And I tell you what, this opponent that I was playing, using here, super good. He was a really strong opponent. Suarez scores a penalty to make it 2-0. I think Neymar won the penalty. I don't know if it gives an assist for winning the penalty, but we won't count it unless we see it at the end of the game. So that still puts him at 1 goal, 1 assist after 2 games. We actually ended up winning the game just 2-1 because that was a tough game against a really tough opponent. So I was happy to come through that, especially with the team that I had there. And then into the semi-final, we come up against a really good draft. 93 Hullet, 93 Hazard. Team of the group stage, David De Gea. In form Azpilicueta, second in form Alonso, the 93 Higuain, and then he made sub straight away as well, took off that right striker and I think the right centre-back as well to make some early subs. And you'll see straight off the bat here, 5 minutes in, obviously Neymar's not on the field at this stage, but Pogba gets the ball into Mertens with the scoop turn, the shot, the goal. Dangerous to hit low dribblings against David De Gea because you never know how it's going to go. But we go 1-1. My opponent pulls a goal back. Gundogan there gets the ball into Suarez's feet. Suarez shoots and scores on that occasion to make it 2-1. And then I eventually made it 3-1 as well, just 25 minutes in. Dries Mertens with a good bit of work threads the ball through to Luis Suarez, who dinks the ball over the diving David De Gea to make it 3-1. However, I fell apart through the middle stage of the match and we joined the game back 5-3 down. That's right, 5-3 down. I didn't have much time left, but the ball comes in here to Luis Suarez. He shoots and scores and makes it 5-4. And then in the 90th minute, guys, with quite genuinely the last kick of the ball, Neymar going down the left-hand side, evading a few tackles here and there, gets the ball to Mertens to Mbappe all the way over to Antonio Valencia. Valencia with a nice bit of space here, steps on the inside, waits for the runs, finds Mbappe finds a bit of space into Luis Suarez. Suarez cuts past the defender, squares that to Pogba, who shoots and scores to make it 5-5. So a great time to get back into the game at 5-5. Then into the extra time. Here we go. Ball into Promes to Neymar. That's Neymar's second goal of the draft. So only 2 goals so far at this stage, and the ball comes from David De Gea, smacks that all the way down to Quincy Promes on as a sub with that great pace, cuts the ball across to Neymar. That's Neymar's third goal of the draft. So you think only 3 goals in 3 games? Is he really that devastating? Well, yes, he was. For me, he and Luis Suarez, who scored a lot of goals, but specifically Neymar, almost single-handedly won me the draft. And yep, I'll probably sport the draft final for you guys. We've come up against a really strong team here. The outside of this team is really strong. The inside, not the best. Kondogbia and I can't remember the right centre mid's name. He subbed those guys off, I believe. Maybe not Kondogbia, actually. But we find ourselves 12 minutes in here, and look at this. I try and pass it. It hits the ref, and then this guy scores off the referee's deflection. And let me tell you something, guys. You should never, ever in a video game concede a goal because of the referee's interaction with the ball. The referees have to be made invisible in the next year of FIFA, because that's just ridiculous that a character that has no role in this game is able to impact and influence the game. However, we go 2-0 down. I subbed on Neymar and Promes and Azpilicueta after going 2-0 down. I threw all my eggs in the basket and thought, okay, we're going to go for it. And Neymar here gets his 4th goal of the draft. First touch of the ball, in fact. The ball rolled into him, lets it through his legs, smashes it past the goalkeeper, and that's his 4th goal to make it 2-1. He then got his 5th goal, accelerates past Laporte inside Marcelo, and boom, that's his 5th goal of the draft. And now you're starting to see why he really helped me. So I pulled it back to 2-2 on the stroke of half-time. Sadly, straight after half-time, I end up going 3-2 down. A great finish from Griezmann here. Guy plays it to Kondogbia, into Diego Costa. Costa gets the ball back again, eventually finds Antoine Griezmann after a few more passes. This is just a beautifully worked goal. Like, I'm not even kidding. That is just a fantastic goal. No shame in conceding a goal like that. Passed well, shielded well. Great finish to make it 3-2. And then it got even worse for me. He goes through Griezmann again and puts some good defensive work on. De Gea saves it. And would you believe that is an own goal? An own goal, that's right. So, yeah, too bad for that. But once again, Neymar doing Neymar things. Draws in the foul from Aymeric Laporte. Laporte gets the red card, and that really did change the game for me, because at 4-2 down against this guy, I wasn't getting back into this game. He was a really good player. But we get a free kick from the edge of the box off of that. Neymar lays it off to Suarez. Suarez shoots and scores. So that is now another assist for Neymar to go on top of his 5 goals so far. So that's 5 goals, 2 assists, and he soon made it 6 goals, 2 assists. Neymar here plays it with Pogba into Suarez, Suarez to Neymar, Neymar shoots, Neymar scores to make it 4-4. And then the reason why this video is really dictated towards him and how good he was is because he also scored the final goal that won me the draft. Pogba into Neymar, he drills that past the goalkeeper, 5-4, GG's, game over, and what a fantastic win. So I think that was like 7 or 8 goals and 2 assists. I think 8 goals, 2 assists for Neymar. Sensational performance from him in the draft, and basically won me the final by himself. That, guys, is the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. Alright, guys, so we win the draft, but I both deserved and didn't deserve to win that draft at all. This team was good. I struggled a little bit with the defence, I'm not going to lie. Specifically when we came up against the strong opponents, I conceded a lot of goals. Otamendi and company were just very slow, but this guy here was the worst. I mean the worst. And I think that's due to his really low defensive ability. So I actually subbed on Azpilicueta most of the games to come in at that spot there. You'll notice that I actually started with Mbappe from game 2 onwards. I didn't start with Mahrez, I started with Mbappe. So the team kind of looked like this until in-game when we did that and we did that. So that's kind of how it looked most of the games. But let me tell you something, man. Game 1 was just super easy. Big easy win. Game 2 was a really tense, tough game. Game 3 was a game that my opponent probably should have closed out the game, right? I went 3-1 up and I was just controlling it. I let him back into 3-2, 3-3. I then went 4-3 down. I then went 5-3 down. And I took a huge risk going all out of attack with like 10 minutes to go. And I fortunately scored to make it 5-5 with like the last kick of the game. And then I ended up taking it in extra time, which was lucky. But the final as well, I would say that my opponent was a better player than me in the final. I went 2-0 down. I scraped back up to 2-2. I then went 4-2 down, and just through nothing but sheer luck and a little bit of skill, I turned him on the box. He slid through the back of me, got a red card, and that just changed the game. He was a good player, but 11 versus 10, it was just in my favour. So I could easily have lost the semi-final and the final, but the way he got 1-0 up in the final was through the referee intercepting my pass. It hit the ref, hit his player, and then pinged through to his attacker, and he scored from it. And then to make it, I think, either 3-2 or 4-2, Vincent Kompany on my team headed into his own goal. The ball popped up. I obviously pressed out and head, tried to head the ball, and it went down as an own goal. So although I feel like he actually probably was a better player and the red card really did shift the game, I also am absolutely... I was so frustrated that I'd conceded the goals in the manner that I'd conceded them. But we won, dudes. We won that draft, which is fantastic. And we get a 50k pack and a 5k pack. Not bad. Let's hope we can get something good in one of these packs. A man of the match card, an inform, an icon would be great. Or just a board player. The last time we got a 50k pack, we got zilch out of it. There was nothing good in it at all. This is one of the worst prizes as well. So hopefully we can generate some coins back. Now we'll probably get about 3k out of that, and we probably made about 3k from match earnings, so about 6k. So we're looking for about 9,000 coins from the 50k pack, which we should be able to do. Selling players at 900 to 1,000 coins each is no problem at all, especially if we do get something big. Okay, so we do get a board player, very nice indeed. Who's it going to be? Don't be an 83, be a big one. Dutch. Centre back, it's going to be De Vries. So it's an 84 rated, but that's a very nice pack. That's a good pull. Maybe we've got some other 84s and 83s in here too. No, we don't. Let's have a look how much De Vries is going for right now though. So 5k, 6.8k, no bins. So I guess we'll list him for like 6.3k. There was like a 5.8k bid on him there. So that's our money back guaranteed. Even if we discard the rest, we've made a profit. Can't complain about that. There's no duplicates, sadly. But that was a really good, like a tough draft. But that team was good. It played nicely apart from the defence. Very, very strong team. And yeah, that'll be that. So none of these guys are worth like obscene amounts of money, I don't think. I've got no more room on the trade pile anyway. So I'll store all of this stuff into the club, guys. And that is going to be the end of the video for today. So if you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.